All right, so I thought this fight was a very good fight. I thought Dorticos was, in the first 4 rounds, I thought he was winning the fight by controlling, most of the ring, the center of the ring, jabbing and, coming over with his 1-2. I thought him backing up Gassieve was a smart move. And so therefore the first 4 rounds, I probably gave him 3 out of the 4, right? And if it was 2-2, I would have given the slight edge to Dorticos after the first 4 rounds. From the 5th round on, that's when, Gassieve was just catching him with unbelievable combinations, especially with that lead left, which seems to me that that's his power hand. His left, his right is really good, but you can see those beautiful combinations that he was landing with the left, right, to the body, then turning it around and coming up with an uppercut, or coming around with his hook around Dorticos' guard, catching him flush in the jaw. I mean, there was just a lot of moments where his boxing ability, what he can do as a boxer, as in compared to Dorticos, was not even close. Dorticos was just 1-2, occasional body shots here and there, but everything straight down the middle. You can time those, and that's what Gassieve did. He took his time as the rounds were as they were going through the rounds. He was softening up and measuring Dorticos for that final round where he stopped him, when he dropped him 3 times. I thought the fight could have been stopped really after the first knockdown. You can see where everything just came together. Everything that Gassieve was doing from the 5th round on, you can see that with that first knockdown, the effects of what he was doing previous the 12th round. Gassieve just proved to be the much better boxer. The better athlete. Just a great performance on his part. I thought going into the final round, I had it 7 rounds to 4, maybe 8 rounds to 3. I think depending on that, I want to say the 8th round. That 8th round to me was sort of like a swing round. I thought I gave it to Dorticos, but it was close. It was close that round. You could have given it to Gassieve, which would have made it 8-3 in my opinion, going into the last round. But I had it 7 rounds to 4. I thought he was on his way to winning a comfortable and pretty convincing decision win over Dorticos, but he got the stoppage, right? Now, where do we go from here? It's a classic fight to me, a classic fight between him and Usyk, which is taking place in May 11th. Can't wait for that fight. I always thought that out of all the names that were named to be participants in this tournament, I always thought that Gassieve was the one that would probably have the better chance of beating Usyk, who seems to be, the favorite to win coming into this tournament to win this cruiserweight tournament. It's been a really good tournament so far, and this fight was really good, and just the better boxer, the superior boxer won this fight. The one thing I'll give Dorticos is he's got a lot of heart, right? He came in there with a lot of heart. Pretty stupid fighter, and I don't mean that, and just to shit on his whole career as a boxer. Just, when you're getting caught with the same old, and you're not making any adjustments, realizing that the man is just setting you up for traps to eventually knock you out. That to me is pretty stupid. But he has a lot of heart, and we'll see where he goes from here. And that's my take on this fight. Next stop, it's going to be a classic. Usyk versus Gassieve. Peace.